Bringing people and communities together on seclosounds.org.
Your listening station.
Hi, I'm Terry Sullivan and welcome to this week's Sticks Radio Show. In a few minutes I'm going to be introducing you to a band called Spacegoat. They're a band, well, making a lot of waves in Bedfordshire and beyond. I'm going to be talking to them after we play a track from their album Gravity. This has been specially recorded for today's show and rather appropriately called Monday.
All
On today's show, I have a band who recently won the G Casino Talent Show. It's Phil, Ben, Greg, Michael, Beth, and Kelly. They're called Spacegoat. Welcome.
Hello.
Oh, what a rabble I've got. Not used to doing it with 5 or 6 people. It's usually 1 or 2 people, so it could be an interesting time today. Neil, where did you get the name from?
Oh my god.
Spacegoat.
So,
it's
we were trying to figure out a cool, serious name, as you can imagine. So we actually wrote as a word, the typical thing, cut them up, put them in a hat. Space nor goat was not in the hat.
Nope.
Somehow it's our band name.
Yeah.
That's about as far as it gets.
so it's just a random.
It popped into my head when I was writing down that we were putting them out and going like this, like for example, Radiohead. Can't have that. It's taken. And then obviously I was just typing them down and went Space Goat, and then for some reason it stuck.
Actually, I thought it was on the notepad. It was actually on the computer, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I wondered if it was anything to do with Space Ghost, because there's an American cartoon from the 50s, I think it was.
That was my justification, because I love Space Goat.
Do you?
Space Ghost.
Space Ghost. Okay.
Yes, I love Space Ghost.
Yeah.
That's little.
So, I mean, obviously, I'm going to talk to you individually. Phil's the vocalist and the acoustic guitar man.
One of 5 vocalists.
One of 5 vocalists. So it's jolly noisy. I've heard you. So. Jolly noisy and
in a good way.
Yeah, a great way. Great way. You didn't win for nothing. I can tell you. Up against very stiff competition. Was it 8 other acts? I think it was. Yeah. I was there and I can't even remember myself. So that's
2 rounds.
I slept since then.
Only once, like me. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, how did you all meet? Or how did you get together?
Wow.
Oh, that's a story. Isn't
Can we have the clean version, lads, please?
Yeah.
Before we.
I suppose, well, you 2 met first.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, technically, yes.
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Me and Greg met, because we went to school together, so I've known G since I was about 11. And grew up together, and then I went my separate way, went on to the apprenticeship, and then somehow met Phil by moving to Hitchin with work.
So are you actual local boys, all of you?
We are.
Well, me and Ben are originally from
Gravesend
Kent,
in Kent, so.
Okay, and that's where you were at school, but you live up this part of the world now.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Well, me and Michael are from right here in Sheffield, but I had a function band for a couple of years, and Ben sort of turned up on the doorstep one day with a motorbike and a guitar and just sort of joined in. Wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, that's good.
But then after that, the band split, just various reasons. Then started doing some open mic nights. And I've known Michael for years actually, but I didn't know he actually beatboxed. And then he just sort of was like, "Oh, can I do some beatbox? Your open mic one night?" And I was like, "Yeah, go on then." And that happened. I was not prepared for that at all. I don't think anyone in Sheffield was.
1 became 3.
And then we just wanted a bass player. So Ben knew someone from
Someone nearby.
someone easy and convenient nearby, and that's how the 4 of us sort of came to
because
this.
it's got. I mean, I haven't heard the girls sing yet. Actually, I must admit, when I first met you about 3 months ago, 4 months ago, there was just the four of you, and I was actually quite intrigued by the beatboxing. It is something pretty different, should we say, unique. Well, perhaps not unique, because other people
it's
doing
not
it,
unique.
but it's unusual to have a band rather than use another sort of instrument. It was quite. I was very very impressed because it's sometimes I've heard beatboxing. There was a guy on actually. I did the G Casino thing last year. There was actually a beatboxer on last year, and he was.
That was good.
Rubbish. Hope he's not listening, but he wasn't great. And so when I was told there's this band that got a beatbox, I was thinking, oh no.
Oh dear.
It's like, oh, there's a comedian. Oh dear. Okay. And I was actually really impressed. I mean, you won by a country mile. By a country mile, as far as the votes were concerned. So, and there were some very, very good acts. I mean, there was a couple of other singers.
There were.
There was a comedian, a magician, if I remember correctly.
Yep, and there was it was a magic act with swords.
Axes.
Axes, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know, I didn't want to upset her, so I was quite happy. So and obviously now you have 2 young ladies with you. You lucky boys. Beth and Kelly.
Yes, we do.
So how did they persuade you to join them?
We started doing some open mic stuff back in September, and we were at one that we'd been to quite a few times, and sort of standing chatting in the bar, and then just heard what we thought was drums, thinking you can't fit that in this pub. You definitely can't fit that, and that was Mike. And so we went round to see them and just got chatting to them afterwards and did a few songs with them. And
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and then just
Laugh,
thought,
wasn't it?
yeah, we just thought, should we give it a go? So we came along to a few of the gigs, and well, like you say, it was only less than 3 months ago. So
Yeah,
it's
just sort of
kind
naturally,
a bit-
just
yeah.
sort of
happened. more than
Four's
anything else.
become 6.
Yeah. We never really intended to.
Yeah.
Like, I never, if you told us a few months ago, I'd have never said that we'd ever get anyone else in the band. But just sort of.
Yeah, the trouble is now you've got to split the money 6 ways.
Yeah.
We break things regularly, so that's where the money normally goes. So. Accidentally blew up both our speakers.
Yeah.
Did you really? What again?
Well, it's just
Sound
really
check,
loud
really.
noise during sound check, and it kind of blew them up a tiny bit.
Tiny
The
bit.
danger of
Tiny
having
bit,
6
yeah.
microphones.
Yeah. Still, the pub stank of like burning plastic afterwards. So that was
Which
was
pub's
really
better
Better
than
what it smelled of.
Which pub's this locally?
Where was that in Luton?
Luton.
Oh
Yeah, where
dear.
was that?
Well, they wouldn't have noticed the burning place.
No.
No, we won't go there.
Yeah, there was other aromas.
Some of it was cooking away.
Pipes. No, I'm joking.
So, ambitions going forward. I mean, you must all have your own ambitions about what you'd like to do as a band.
Yeah. We're all laughing at the
We're
moment
discussing
because
some
we
ideas.
spent a little bit of time discussing that idea before,
Yeah.
and some of the answers were a little bit less than intelligent.
You can't take conversation seriously around us lot.
No.
We need to talk about something, and then 5 minutes later,
It's all gone.
talking about like eggs, potentially, Slim Shady, just all sorts.
I think-
Is that what you're watching?
Well, the
You're actually watching it.
best. What was Michael came up with the best one, which was
The best one was I'd like to be in 5 years. I'd like to be the person that is individually rapping Quality Street.
Yeah.
you set a bar high.
I actually prefer unwrapping them.
That's an equally important job.
Yeah, there's some interesting questions in life. I always wonder what the guy who discovered you get milk from a cow was doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we start on the interesting questions. One of the prizes for the competition was a bit of cash,
Yes.
which you probably spent.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Jolly good. I wasn't going to ask you for a sub. Don't worry about it. and a night at G Casino, which you're going to be playing headline in G Casino. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Sometime
we
in
just need to get a date
this year.
Hopefully get a date that we can all
So
do.
you're going to be because that'd be a big
It was
gig.
great fun.
It's a great place.
Lovely.
It's a great
It's really,
place.
It is
really
great.
nice.
I actually went there.
really nice
I must admit, I took my wife. She was on the roulette tables,
Mm.
and I actually walked away with money that night. So I call that a result. For
That
me.
is,
I had a good night with you lads, and I walked away with some money, which was always a bonus. It's better than half the people who come away there lose their shirt and everything else. So, I was quite pleased with that.
I think that one wasn't playing on the tables.
Yeah, but that was the bar bill. I left you. Hey, is there a song you would like to record? You haven't recorded yet. I know you do a few covers. I know you do your own stuff. We'll
yeah,
talk about that in a bit.
obviously, yeah.
Talk about it in a minute.
If we any one of our covers to record next.
Yeah.
No.
Is there any? I mean, I'm going to come to it in a little while about your musical heroes. Is there sort of a song you'd love? I mean, I've never heard. I heard you cover Rio at the casino, and I must admit I've never heard it covered before.
Okay, well that's a good start.
No, I haven't. There are lots of songs that get covered with.
Does that make
I mean,
sense?
oh dear, and you think, oh, not again. Especially when you watch X Factor or these shows, and you think, oh, not again, please. The Motown stuff gets covered. Everybody's flogged it to death. Same old style, and it's just, it doesn't work. Well, it does work, but it's it can be any of 20, 40 singers.
It's a bit whaley, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's the same old thing. So, is there a sort of song you think, oh, I'd love to record that?
Well,
I don't know.
Rio would be a good one.
Yeah.
Rio's a good song.
But obviously, ones that have got all of our vocals in, like we do "I'm Yours" by Jason Mraz. I think that'd be pretty
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
fun. It's got a lot of
Yeah.
vocals going in our version,
We're
it's
pretty
a
much
great
all
song.
singing it, don't
We
we?
do love
So-
Mraz, so
Just pray I don't sing with you, so we're all right.
so I'll just turn it down.
We always
Turn it off, I tell you.
Well, yeah, we'll put you in the
need to
mix.
turn it off. I am just singing what Saddam Hussein is
Undertones.
to world peace, I can assure you. It is not great news. That's why I get to do the judging, not do the singing. Phil knows me only, not the other Phil. Phil at the casino knows me only too well, and that's why he won't let me do anything else. Which is probably good, so...
Tell my kids that I'll be watching from the stars as they grow. Tell my friends they don't have to dress in black, just have a drink for me. Body, body, body. Tell my wife I've always loved her in more ways than she'll ever know. Tell my kids that I'll be watching from the stars as they grow. Tell my friends they don't have to dress in black, just have a drink for me. Body, body, body.
Let's talk about musical heroes. Let's talk to you all individually.
So, I don't know, my background obviously when I grew up was really from my dad, so it was all things like the Eagles and Eric Clapton.
All the good stuff, you mean?
All the good stuff, basically,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So I kind of grew up on that, and I don't know, I guess I got a guitar when I was about 16, and I played it, for 5 minutes, and I wasn't amazing, so I was really upset. And I put that down for 5 years, actually, that's how upset I was. And I picked that back up again when I was about 21, I think. And
So last week.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, thanks. Can you not tell by my beard? No, nothing. But always, even then, I bought a Fender Strat because that's the guitar that the guitarist I've always liked to have played. Sort of Stevie Ray Vaughan, obviously Eric Clapton, people like that. So for me, they're the sort of genres that I've grown up on. But then again, I've got massively eclectic taste, so I'll listen to anything from drum and bass through to popular culture. It really doesn't bother me what it is, as long as it's good and well produced. I'm happy to listen to it. So,
What about you, Michael?
Well, I think I grew up on listening to Michael Jackson and various stuff on the radio. I love dance in the early 90s, that's pretty good, so lots of dance music. I love Prodigy when it was like really, really massive, really, really good fun.
So you're a bit of a fire starter, right?
Yeah, Firestarter, yeah, really good fun. Then my music sort of turned in a different direction. I actually joined a carnival band called Toque Tambor, which is a Brazilian carnival band, and I played with them for 4 years. And that opened me up to all sorts of different world music, and I just love things from South America and to very all sorts of places. So that's where I think some of my style from my beatboxing comes from, is from listening to sort of syncopated rhythms and rhythms that you wouldn't normally hear in Europe, if you see it to be, and then bring that to
Spacegoat.
Yeah. Bring that to Sheffield. That's great.
Yeah.
And
I need to find out what Spacegoat is in Brazilian.
My dad brought me up on Pink Floyd, Thin Lizzy, U2, Oasis, that kind of stuff, and then I went in my own direction, and very much like Ben, I'll listen to virtually anything, as long as it's got a good beat to it, and I'll sing along to anything. I'm that guy that sings in the car.
I'm that guy who sings in the car.
And I've
get
occasionally
all
looked
shut.
in the rearview mirror and seen people laughing in the car behind me because I'm just singing away. And
But that
I'm
was
really
just a
not.
reflection
Really
in
not. Thanks, man. And my singing never really got any better either. So but I played guitar from when I was really young. Played all the way through school. Played classical guitar in sort of secondary school, and then got asked to play bass in a band, so I bought a bass guitar, bought an amp, thought I'd give it a go, and then that all fell through. I ended up finding another band, played bass for them for a while, and then that fell through. And then
There's a bit of a link here, actually.
and then Ben sort of called me up and said, I know you're leaving your other band, do you want to come play bass with us? And I was like, yeah, it's only up the road, so in comparison to my other band. So that was it, really, and yeah, it's been great. And discovered loads more music because of these guys as well. So.
Now, Phil.
Hello. Right. My dad brought me up on stuff like got the old Meatloaf albums, and then like right next to it was Michael Jackson. So quite a nice little variety of a bit
So
of pop,
the fat
bit
and the
of
thin.
epic, yeah, fat and the thin, tigers, spandex. A lot of David Bowie as well, or Bowie. Look, is it Bowie or Bowie?
I have no
It's
idea.
going to be this argument.
Either.
Bowie. I love it. But,
Davy Jones, we call him. That's
Davy
easy. I mean,
Jones.
we won't,
That works. That's for me.
It's good.
But I found Bare Naked Ladies, and they're probably like the single most influential thing in my music. Just
What, the band Bare Naked Ladies?
yeah, the band. No, not the band.
thinking
the band,
the same.
yeah.
I was worried then for a minute,
I
mean...
switched off.
So this is before I was even 13. So I mean, at 13 came actual Bare Naked Ladies. But no,
I thought you were making I thought you were making a bit of a confession actually, but
bit of a confession. Yeah.
Google searching for something else.
But then I sort of fell into metal and obscure Scandinavian power metal and stuff for a while.
Oh, but it was
good fun.
What was that band that won a few years ago? Won Eurovision. They were sort
Oh, what?
of power band. What they Lordy.
Lordy.
Lordy, man. Lordy. Yeah, they're pretty badass. You should check out Gwar. It's a bit more.
They're
more
even.
grim.
Yeah.
It's a bit more gruesome.
Is it?
In good ways.
Okay.
But and I was in a metal band for a few years, but then I just sort of
And then a prog metal band.
in a prog metal band.
Oh yeah, me and Phil forgot we also played in a
We were in a
prog
prog metal band.
Yeah,
It was pretty fun. But I kind of like, I don't know, I just sort of fell back in love with my acoustic, and then started jamming with these boys, and then just felt happy with this really, I suppose. It's just more fun to write songs. Don't have to try and be cool or anything, and just be as lame as I want, because the band's called Spacegoat. Do whatever I like.
All right, girls. Kelly.
Yeah. I suppose I sort of grew up listening to 80s, that kind of thing, and my dad was also quite into folk music, Martin Carthy and things like that, so I liked a lot of that style. When I went to university, I trained in classical singing, so I had a lot of influences in that area as well, and musical theatre. So I think Bethan would say the same actually. We both like sort of Kerry Ellis and Adina Menzel, the big sort of female singers in musical theatre. But since we've been singing together, we've looked a lot more at like close harmony stuff, Andrew Sisters, Simon and Garfunkel, Everly Brothers, things like that. So that's where the influence.
You do realise the
for
Everly
us.
Brothers are two guys, don't you? No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Kerry Ellis is local. She's actually a Hertfordshire girl.
Yeah, I've seen her in London a couple of times and quite
she's,
impressive.
She's on the show in a few weeks' time.
Is she?
Hopefully, fingers crossed, she's joining me on the show anyhow.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Amazing.
So I guess you'd all like to take this. I know it's not full time now yet for you, but you'd like to do this full time, make a living out of it.
Yeah,
I would love
Yeah.
to.
It would be good,
Absolutely
wouldn't
love
it?
to.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
questions at all,
Amazing.
definitely.
Yeah.
So I mean, when I said about ambitions, that's probably the ambition is to make this full time.
Yeah.
It's the realistic
Yeah.
ambition,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
Make a
I-
career.
Yeah, well, I'm sure. I mean, the music business is taking back off. Really, I mean, it had a little bit of a dip a few years
Yeah.
ago. A lot of the clubs, pubs, and
Karaoke
venues
and
were
DJs.
shutting down and were, struggling. Now the musical theatre and theatre is huge again. I mean, I'm quite privileged to go and see a lot of groups and go to the theatre regularly, probably too regularly perhaps. And it's very live and vibrant again. And I think talent will always come to the top. And I think that there was lots of ways of making money nowadays in the music business. Some people with no talent make money in the music business. We won't perhaps go into that one.
Bo, you're going to be alright.
I'll be fine.
I'm only messing.
No, there's a lot of people with no talent making money and join the gang. And so I mean that's obviously your goal in. I would say your goal in the next probably 3 or 4 years, I would guess.
Yeah. As long as I can uphold my cake addiction.
Yeah.
Are you? Okay.
Avid
So
user of cake.
you use and abuse cake, do you?
regularly.
Yeah.
I've actually got some in the fridge.
I brought my own to Phil's house. I'll tell you how bad it is. He isn't even going to share it with us. You noticed that?
No.
I gave a little bit to Phil.
Yeah,
Did
I
you?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Little bit of
I couldn't stand watching it.
Catch me if you can, 'cause I'm the joker, you see. When I lead you on a little chase through make-believe, where the roads and streets are twisted like a map of my mind, and you won't find me. mind. 'Cause in this life, the Joker is king. When in the end, we'll all die laughing. Count yourself as lucky that with your last breath, you can tell your children that you laughed to death. They call me Mr. Joker. They say I'm criminally insane. I'm not crazy, I just live for the game. They call me Mr. Funny Man.
about sort of hobbies now as well, away from the music business. You must have some hobbies, apart from Phil's bare naked ladies, of course.
Yeah.
That way, okay.
Yeah, I think it's safe to go that way.
Go safely go that way, the hobbies. Okay.
I need to think about what my hobby would be. It's not going to get me arrested. No, I'm
Okay,
joking.
that's fine. Girls,
No,
what
never
do you
lie.
do when you're not singing with these bunch of reprobates?
Singing on our own.
You sing on, oh, you sing on your own, do you? Do you as well?
No, not just in my bedroom very loudly.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
I'm glad you don't live too close to me then. So is that your hobby? You
Yeah, I
don't?
used to do sort of athletics and used to be quite sporty, but don't really have
no
so much
knitting,
time.
no knitting, no crocheting.
Used to do that
no.
as well, but
So
No,
it's
going.
just sort of, so the music really is your
Yeah.
all-consuming passion.
that's it
Yeah.
really.
No EastEnders,
No,
no Coronation Street,
no,
Strictly,
no.
X Factor.
Yeah.
No. But do X Factor, okay.
Occasionally.
So that's your happy time for Christmas then, X Factor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I hate X
One of them.
Factor. I hate X Factor. I won't go into that one. So.
It's good fun.
And you're the same sort of.
Yeah, I like dancing as well. I've been doing some ballroom dancing.
Have
Used
you?
to do it when I was little, and I've just kind of got back into it. It's a bit of fun.
Ah.
Yeah, and other than that, not much free time. I'm a teacher, so I'm kind of
Oh.
quite busy.
What,
Yeah.
what do you teach?
I'm a primary school teacher, so.
Oh, the little ones.
Yeah,
the little
the
ones.
little ones.
Yeah, you say that with great affection.
That's because it's nearly the end of term, so I'm a bit
Yes.
tired.
I'm
Then
always
you get like
tired.
10 years off now or something.
For good behaviour. Oh no, that's what you're going to get. That's probably what you're going to get when you
Yeah.
mention your hobbies. Phil, what about yourself?
Don't really have much of a life. I make a lot of music. I love drawing. I love doing art. Before I sort of fell into music, I kind of wanted to be I did the artwork on the album. I wanted to be like a comic illustrator or do storyboard art for things like Pixar.
Oh yeah,
And I've actually just got on a course to do like animation in 3D films and video games.
fabulous.
So I'm trying to follow that again.
So you could that'd help you with making some videos.
That would. We could make like really cool videos with animated goats. I don't know. And
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
How'd you animate space?
Stars?
I'll do.
No.
We'll get back to you on that. Just
Yeah,
edit
well, yeah.
it. You can edit that out, right?
Yourself?
I don't know really. I don't do a whole lot. I used to swim a lot. I don't really do that anymore because swimming's quite a lot of effort.
I know the feeling well.
You're on the way you cake.
He's a man after my own heart. Cake and no effort.
Cake,
Love
and
that.
everything.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the
And
dream.
mashed potato, you love that.
I love mashed potato. I'm like Badger.
Yeah.
Love mashed potato.
Did you really want to join this lot? I'm really worried now. You know.
So no, I don't do. I started playing football again.
Okay.
I say play football. I run around a bit.
And hope the ball comes close.
I took a ball to the head last week, and that was.
It's called a header.
That was no, it wasn't. That's an intentional action. I just got the ball kicked at me quite violently. In fact,
Was it by the referee?
no, it was
that's okay.
by one of my teammates.
Perhaps they're trying to tell you something. Really.
But no, I don't really do. I don't
No?
really do a lot. I'm going to be working shift now, so it's it's all funny hours, and I'm probably not going to have the energy or time or will to do anything
Xbox.
other than sleep. And
So
work.
sleep and play music. And
Yeah,
work.
that's it. Sleep,
Okay.
play music, and work. That's it.
Michael.
Yep, well, I do quite a bit of cycling. I quite like cycling and walks, outside stuff. Play quite a lot of computer games.
Okay.
Quite enjoy that. And I do obviously a hell of a lot of beatboxing, but also do a lot of solo beatboxing, working out different routines and rhythms, because every year I enter the UK Beatbox Championships and compete against other beatboxers. So you have to put in quite a lot of time to sort of improve yourself and try and sort of get to the
Get up there.
next
When
level.
and where is that?
27th of September, Brixton Jam
Okay.
in London.
Is that the old academy?
Yeah, Brixton Jam venue.
Oh, it's
it's in Brixton.
It's in Brixton, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not the old
It's
academy.
not
They've changed the
academy,
name.
no.
Okay, they keep changing the name of these venues. Aren't they?
Yeah.
Hammersmith Apollo has been about 5 different names in about the last 10 years, and I'm.
To trick people into going back there. That's
Yeah, I you've been there as well, then. Yeah, me too.
Walking down going, no, we're going to this new...
Disappointed. That's the same being said about when it comes to your. No.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Alan, you've had all the time in the world to think of what your hobbies are. But won't get us taken off the air.
No, I was only being silly before. My hobbies, I play Play quite a bit of computer games, same as Mike. Not the same games because I'm like quite good and Mike's rubbish. So only messing. I kickbox.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish I'd been. I'm glad I
Sorry,
was too rude to
You don't need to move back. I've only got tiny legs. But no, I've been doing kickboxing for about 8 months now. I've got the brown belt, so I've only got one belt pretty much to get the black belt. So that's good fun. What other hobbies do I do? Yeah, I'm really lazy, so I guess that might be a hobby.
What, your bikes and things?
Oh yeah, I'm quite passionate about motorbikes. I ride a motorbike, but I wouldn't exactly say it's a hobby. It's more of a tool. So, but other than that,
a tool for man usement.
Yeah, it's just a toy really. But.
It's not a tool to get the bare-legged ladies that Phil's after.
No, I think my missus probably killed me because of that. So, also, it's like a courier bike sort of thing. So it's not going to be that many ladies. That
it's not a Harley Davidson then.
No, it's not a sports bike because I can't touch the floor. So. My legs are that little.
You're much the same. I think you're probably the same job that I have.
I have to kind of go side saddle if I want to put my feet on the ground. So.
Worst thing, I was in a restaurant on Saturday night.
You couldn't touch the chip?
I couldn't get my feet on it. And I was sitting there trying to have dinner. This was about, it was only about 6:30. I'm sitting there, my feet are in the air. I'm thinking, what the? And it felt really weird. I didn't.
Felt like you're at school.
Yeah. And it was about the same size chairs as well. So, now then, a favourite song, either, we can have, what we do, a favourite song of Spacegoats, and we'll have a favourite song of yours that you like. So should we start with the girls again, give you a bit more thinking time?
Yeah, probably for the best.
You'll be able to hear it on that.
You can hear I can hear the brain cell clicking.
Come on, hamster, wake up.
Favourite song?
Favourite song that we do?
Both. Yeah, favourite song you do.
Favourite song we do, I think, Africa.
Yeah, Toto's Africa.
Yeah, we all love that.
And you do a good version of that.
Favourite song, favourite original song, I think mine's Monday. It's quite a funky one.
Okay. Who's that by? I'm being a bit.
Spacegoat.
Oh, Spacegoat. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm with you. Yeah, Monday.
Favourite song in the world.
Yeah.
That's a difficult one, isn't it?
One. Yeah.
Probably Who Wants to Live Forever by Queen.
What's that?
Who Wants to Live Forever by Queen.
Yeah, everybody does, don't they?
I don't know. Can't ask everyone.
Okay, and
as you do.
Favourite Spacegoat? Oh, I like Mr. Joker actually. I love singing it.
I like Mr. Joker.
Yeah, and I think it's quite different now. We've added in harmonies, and it's Mike?
Jazztastic.
Jazztastic. It sounds like some Tony Blackburn would be saying.
Yeah.
Jazztastic.
And favourite song ever would be probably Wherever You Will Go by The Calling.
Okay.
Good choice.
Yeah, not too bad. Well, there's the one guy over here. He's been sticking his hand up, waving at me. He's obviously thought of us.
Yeah,
go to him.
Favourite Spacegoat song is Drifting, because I like that kind of music. That's pretty much me in a nutshell. Through the Barricades, Spandau Ballet, love a bit of that.
Yeah,
you know. But I think my favourite song ever is "Slow Dancing in the Burning Room" by John Mayer. The live version, not the album version, because the album version sucks in comparison to the live version. It's one of those songs. The album version just doesn't bother me at all, but the live version is just absolutely sensational.
And sometimes it's the other way round, and you hear it on the album, and you think that's great. You go and see it live, and it's pants.
Yeah, he's the other way round. So I find a lot of his live stuff a lot better than his album stuff. But yeah, Drifting for me is my favourite Spacegoat song. It's great.
Okay. Anybody else want to put their hand up? I can hear the cogs going slowly but surely.
Favourite Spacegoat song is Mr. Joker.
You like this?
I love performing it, and I just think it's just really good fun. So love that one. Favourite song outside? Can't choose.
Too many.
Some really good
Very
songs.
difficult. It's very because they're all different.
Not made to pick.
They're all good in different ways, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you could take a song like from Yatkar from the Tuvian throat singers, and one of them would be incredible in one way, but it doesn't make you want to
dance
around.
I tell you what though, it's funny because you can hear a song in the morning, and then by the time you've gone to bed, you're actually fed up with it. Sometimes you hear this song first thing in the morning on the radio, and sometimes it's probably one of the worst songs ever. And you're still singing it by the end of the time. By this, by 10 o'clock at night, you're thinking, "Oh no!" It's a dreadful song. Phil?
Ooh. Well, the Spacegoat ones.
You like all of them, because you wrote most
Yeah,
of them.
it's tricky, isn't it? Because I wrote them all. It's kind of like picking your favourite child. Not that I know what that's like.
Well,
But I think Monday just slightly.
Monday.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
why. It's just something about it. I like playing Joker more.
Yeah.
It's more fun. But there's something about Monday that really just sort of sits and chills out. You don't really think about it. You just have fun with it. So
So you got 6 more. You got 6 more to do next. You have got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Exactly.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
that's another album, isn't it?
Yeah,
Another album. Exactly. Great. Another album to
And we
do.
didn't even have to think up the name.
No.
I tell you what always makes me laugh. It's like when bands record their first album, they always come up with a really cracking title.
Yeah.
It's normally the name of the band.
Yeah.
And at least you were original.
Yeah.
You're original.
I kind
Gravity.
of wanted to not be that band.
No, it's
Be that guy.
Just grab the song title.
They usually pick a song title,
Yeah.
either that or a song title. It's the like Led Zeppelin did 1, 2, 3, 4. They did. I mean, they were very original, weren't they? Great.
Yeah.
Not much. It was no. You knew which one you were getting.
Yeah, that's true.
Hang on, I
Easy
wonder
to
what they're going to release next.
7. No, wow, yeah, that is the question of all questions, isn't it? Favourite Spacegoat song for playing is, as everyone said, Mr. Joker. It's got the most energy. It's most fun to play because you can just sort of relax and bounce about with it. Favourite song to listen to? I don't know, it's really hard. Probably, I think I'm kind of with Phil on Monday a little bit, because it didn't used to be one of my favourite songs, but actually, I don't know, it's just quite sort of I don't know how to explain it. It kind of just tumbles along nicely, and
I
it's
think-
quite relaxing to play.
I'd
so
put it as the song that you're having a beer. Kind of.
Yeah,
That's
it's
like
just
it's
sort
the end of the
just
gig.
sit
Chill out.
there
Yeah,
and
so-
enjoy.
Because
But
some songs you hear them for the first time and they sort of,
All right. Yeah.
and then it sort of grows on you.
yeah,
It's happened with me on a lot of sort of like listening to albums and things like this, and the one you really like, by the time you've listened to it half a dozen times, you're sick of it.
Sick of it. Yeah.
And some of them are sort of like growers, aren't they? They're quite good. So we're almost sort of out of time really, because but how can people sort of contact you? There's obviously you're looking to do some more gigs.
Yeah.
Looking to go full time. So what
That'd be nice.
what sort of places are you looking to play? Apart from anywhere.
Brixton Academy.
If I say venues, like, yeah, everywhere. I would love to tour and go to different countries and just have an excuse to go there. Like you could go on holiday and that would be really cool, but to actually be gigging there and there'd be people there that know your songs and want to meet you.
Yeah,
It'd just be nice, even if it was just small niche crowds. It'd still be really cool to do that. I think.
it's often nicer when you go to a little close gig
Yeah.
than when you
And
go
it's
to
a
a
real-
festival with
It's
80,000
a real fan base of people that are like, oh my god, my favourite band's actually coming here, because it's
Yeah.
that's what it's like for me with people like Jonathan Colton and other people that the world probably haven't heard of yet, unfortunately.
I do a lot of sort of introducing a lot of local bands, and it's quite surprising how much talent is available or is around in Milton Keynes, sort of Buckinghamshire, Bedfordshire and Herts. It really is absolutely amazing. I do a series of shows called Introducing,
Yeah,
and I have some people on there that I didn't know existed. Obviously, the listeners don't know existed, and it's really a great thing to draw people into the music. And I'm not too, there's certain music I'm not very keen on. I still play, and it's quite nice to have a sort of very eclectic sort of mix of people on the show. It's really quite nice. And yeah. So how so you're looking for sort of small venues or big venues or
just
anywhere? Weddings, bar mitzvahs, and get your teeth
we'll
organised.
take on weddings now. We've got quite a varied set list of popular classics and that, but just everywhere and anywhere really, I suppose.
So how long can you play for?
How long can we play for at the minute? I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head, but we can definitely do 2 sets of 45 minutes and then probably quite a chunk more, I reckon.
So, I mean that's more than a lot of bands do.
Yeah.
An hour and a half is very good. I mean, some bands don't even do more than 45 minutes. So that so people are getting good value for money.
Yeah.
Good value for money, an hour and a half, and the bar bill.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I won't take a gig
So,
otherwise.
You've got to start getting your little,
Got
your
front of
little
the cake
rider.
as well.
You're not getting your little riders in already, have you?
Riders.
Yeah. The back, you know, when you go to in the dressing room, I only want pink.
Oh right, yeah, deeper up. No, I'll leave Phil to the deeper end.
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't go anywhere without my hair gel.
Yeah, or your pink M&Ms.
Pink M&Ms.
1,000 brown M&Ms.
So how can people contact you apart from via me? Obviously, they can contact via me.
You can email us. We've got a Facebook page. We've got Twitter.
Okay. Do you want to tell everybody what the
main place is probably facebook.com and / Spacegoat UK.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also find us at Spacegoat UK on Twitter.
Yep, email address spacegoatuk@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
We're currently in the process of building www.spacegoat.co.uk. That's currently it's like a bit of fluffer there.
A bit of fluff there, but that's good.
Little bit of paper.
So
This site is under construction.
Okay.
Some random, I probably should have slept before I wrote it, gibberish about the sounds of the universe exploding and less than fire. I don't know.
It's all pretty
I was a
accurate
bit tired.
stuff, really. You can check it out. So.
But yeah, they're the ways you can find us really.
So so people want to book you. I mean, obviously we know we're playing some of your songs during the show,
That'd be great.
and you know, if people like what they see, they can either
just
contact
say hello.
me. Say hello on the old Facebook page.
We're quite active and friendly.
Yeah,
on the
and you've
page.
got a few gigs lined up this sort of August, September.
Where are we playing next?
Yeah, we've got August the 24th, we're playing the appropriately named Goat Fest in Codicott, which is the perfect festival for us. August the 31st, we're playing Wilkstock on the Sunday, I think it is.
Yeah, I think we're playing the acoustic
stage.
stage.
And
Whereabouts is that? Whereabouts is that?
that's Hertford.
Okay.
And we've also got, on September the 6th, Westonbury, which is in Western United Kingdom.
That's what I was
Pass over the other side. I know what it is. That's the other side of Letchworth.
The international listeners.
Yeah. Don't mock it. We get them.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
that's our sort of our main ones. We've got a few pub gigs
Okay.
around the local area as well. If you pop onto our Facebook page and click events,
And it's all up.
it's all up there.
Yeah,
up
we
to
always
date.
list them.
When's
Up to-
the charity
Oh, yeah.
fundraiser in Clifton?
Yeah, we're doing a local
local for
fundraiser
us.
August the 23rd at the Golden Lion in Clifton.
Okay.
So,
August the 23rd. That's Friday night.
I think we're playing Saturday afternoon. They've got bands all day.
Okay.
It's
Sort of like a charity.
yeah, it's
event.
Big
the
charity.
Hendersons. They always put on a really good
Good
charity
charity
for
event.
cancer, yeah.
Okay.
Good cause.
So I'd say all the dates will be on your Facebook page. Facebook page is where you got up, had a look, and it's quite. I don't go on Facebook very often, but I do. I have been on yours, and it's always up to date, which is more than some people's are. Because they know
You don't have any hobbies.
you don't. That should have been in your hobbies.
Yeah, Facebook updates.
Social media.
Anyhow, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, it's
Great.
fun.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much, and good luck.
I hear the drums echoing tonight. She hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in a 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide us towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some long forgotten words or ancient melody. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. As I bless the rains down in Africa, it's gonna take some time to do the things we never had. seek to cure what's deep inside. Frightened of this thing that I've become. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. As I bless the rains down in Africa. It's gonna take some time to do the things we never had.
There we are, that was the fabulous Spacegoat and a rather riotous show today. That was their version of Toto's Africa. Next week on the show, a bit more sedate, I have the band Blake joining me on the show. As always, I've been Terry Sullivan, this has been the Sticks Radio Show. Until next time, it's bye for now.
MK Pulse proudly sponsors Seclo Sounds. MK Pulse is Milton Keynes' local magazine, bringing helpful information on food, health, fashion, money, travel, culture, and much more to 66,000 readers every month. Plus news, views, and what's on from around the city. If it's happening in Milton Keynes, it's in MK Pulse, and it's available online at www.mkpulse.co.uk. MK Pulse and Seclo Sounds, the heart and soul of the city.